Alright guys, this is a map review of Koth Product RCX for my Highlander team. Shut the fuck up!
Oh.
As far as rollouts go, I would like us all to go main. I mean, this is very straightforward. Combo, just come up here, or you can rotate either through house or to the right. I like playing around. If mid's going well and we're getting a lot of space, so are we get an early snipe or a pick, we can play around rock. Our med would stand behind rock. Be aware of the sniper. Behind rock, you're pretty much safe from sniper if he's on cliff or in China. If he comes to Japan, you're a little more at risk, but it's a bit risky. You're more open to bombs. So as med, you might just want to play around right side on mids. Pocket is always like the go-to. The main
roll out right side.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I want people to split up when we come through. I don't want a bunch of people coming through main. As demo, I'm going to be bombing above Japan for the rollout, and I'm going to try to just, because what every demo man does in this map is they just spam main at the beginning, because they know players are coming through. Catherine, I think you should not be afraid to come through main on the rollout. Are you okay?
You know what, FaZe? Since you're using a lot of terminology, could you do it? I feel like there's not many callouts. Could you just review the callouts?
Of course.
Because I feel like that would just take like maybe a minute.
Of course, Josh. I'll go right ahead. We have spawn.
Thanks.
What's the name of the planks right there?
Planks. This is main. This is
1, 2.
1, 2.
Numbers.
Toxic.
Numbers.
Just call that cliff door.
This is elbow.
Is it actually elbow? Okay.
Yeah, I like elbow for this.
I'm not gonna remember that, but
Hoops. Valley. Behind cliff, or I guess this still is valley, maybe.
That's what I refer to Valley as.
Yeah. Cliff. Bridge. China. Japan. Wait, if I could make the jump. House. Rock. Pocket. Concrete. Main. Grass. Connector. Roof.
okay.
Crates.
Point.
Point,
Wait,
obviously.
what was that? I'm sorry, I interrupted.
Crates. Snipers like to come here when they're doing a forward hold. I think that's all that needs to go,
Point
go
right
over.
here.
And dog bread.
And dog bread, yeah. Dog bread is here. Some snipers like to hang out over here by house, so I want us to have a call for this.
Porch. That's
Porch? Yeah, it's fine.
yeah. Porch is the one that they use in pretty much.
Do you also want to talk about floating?
Floating.
That's the spot where snipers sit on the other side of house. Where it looks like they're floating on the left side. Yeah, that side.
Oh yeah, here. Yeah, you can stand at the very edge of there, and it's like floating.
I actually have one more. Pride Rock.
Pride. Okay, this is getting out of hand.
No. Pride Rock is the one up top that soldiers can sit on.
Oh yeah,
On the side. It's actually a reasonable call out.
this one's not bad. Yeah.
Or like on Pride.
Just call it like
High
the soldier
rock.
spot.
It's called high.
I mean, you could honestly just say cliff, and everybody would know what you mean.
Yeah.
Okay.
Up cliff, whatever. I just wanted to clarify.
So in
And this back here is hoop. That's the call out we're going for this area right here.
hoop.
Not like yard or something. Okay.
This whole area in general is just behind house or yard or behind main. Valley is over
Can
here.
can we settle on one call out for it?
Yard.
Yard.
Everyone,
Yard,
pretty
okay.
universal.
Yard and grass is over there on the edge by the packs.
Grass is here. Yeah.
Okay.
On mids, I want us to be aggressive as always, but a lot of mid fights is about reading the picks that we get and the picks that the casualties we receive. So if we get an early sniper pick, that's like a free mid. If we get an early demo or heavy pick, we need to push off of that. So unfortunately, this is a very sniper-heavy map, so it's usually up to your sniper to get a pick that's an opening. But if not, like occasionally as demo, you can get some lucky pipes at the beginning and just like get a med pick or like a early demo pick. Oftentimes demos rolling out will be way too greedy. They'll show up to mid with like 50 health and then just die to a sticky, so that's a very good reason to just take mid. And what that means is I don't want it just me on the point. I want our heavy on the point capping with me, maybe playing towards the side of dog bread. Even if their snipers up as heavy, you can just hug this and you're capping. I just need people on the point with me. Obviously right away there's a delay before the cap can even happen, so we can kind of just play around the point, maybe just centralize around pocket or behind rock, but we don't necessarily need to actually cap right away. At the same time, if we can take this ground right away even before we can cap, that just means the cap is free. So just listen to me. If I want us to push in, just go for it. Whenever we push in, be aware of where the sniper is. Don't just push onto the point and die to a sniper. We need to be calling the sniper locations. If the sniper is on cliff or China, you can push from left. The other rock blocks the sight line from China.
Not from cliff.
Not from cliff? That's true. So what I meant to say is, if the sniper is China, you can push from left. If the sniper is cliff, you push from right. Left and right are rock. If the sniper is Japan, you push from right, the far right. If the sniper is concrete, then you can just push from left.
Connector.
And honestly, like, if the sniper is concrete, you can just push up left side here and just pressure him out. Well, you don't want to shoot sticky bombs like that, but you want to pressure him out because he's very close by and can easily be done. Yeah, I want us being aggressive on mids and just taking the point early, and then the default hold we should go to is pocket. I want our heavy, you can play on cliff. Techno, I know you like to do that, and that's fine. Our pyro is spy checking. There's so many different ways a spy can get in. They can ruin you on this map. They can drop down from China. They can just come in from house. They can decloak here. This little inlet. They can decloak here. They can just be on the other side of rock here and decloak and just kill us. So always be checking these spots. We need to be aware of spies.
Do we know if the team we're playing is a good spy?
I think we're going to be playing against Apes Together Strong, and I think that their spy is not a huge issue. So yeah, I think we'll be okay on that regard, but still we don't want to sleep on it. If we have disad, it's good to play like by pocket, but even like further back, because then we're just ready to leave because we don't want to overextend into their Uber. If we have point and Ubers are even, it's good to play by rock or in pocket in general. If we have ad, then I want us to do a somewhat forward hold where our demo is up here maybe. You can trap main. You can spam into cliff to pressure their sniper from just getting free space. And our heavies in dog bread. Our medic can be here. Or literally on the point with our pyro, ready to protect from bombs. On mid as well, we want to be aware of bombs because that's often a thing that soldiers like to do just right away is bomb. But yeah, for the forward hold, we want people here. We can do an extra forward hold if we have a special ad and we get a lot of picks, where we will walk up onto cliff. Our heavy is going to be up here with me. I'm going to be trapping this door, and I'm going to be spamming this door. And our flank is going to be watching grass. This forces the enemy team to push us from grass, which is never good. So once we notice that their combo is actually rotating to grass, we need to call that and always be looking for that. and then we need to just fall back and come to the point because we don't want to get wrapped around at a point where we're here and they're capping. I suppose that's not the worst because we have the high ground, but it's still kind of awkward. Yes, Josh?
I was just gonna say, yeah, because you're gonna have the flank wrapping around behind you. If you're trying to fight them from that way, they're just gonna pinch you.
Exactly. As far as sniper, this map is just amazing for you. You can play in a lot of positions. The only one I wouldn't really recommend is concrete, but even that one's not bad because you can use these stairs to your advantage. Thing is, the sightline's kind of limited, and you're usually gonna be disconnected from your combo because combos love to play towards the pocket side of things, so you're not gonna get buffed. You can play in Japan. The most common spots are usually China or cliff. A lot of snipers love to play cliff or below cliff for that matter. This can be really good. As sniper, you always want to like get a read on what their team likes to do. Like if you notice that their demo likes to play on the left side of the point, his left side, then you can just play down here and you can just kill him. But yeah, you can kind of use your own discretion. Rotate as needed. When we're doing forward holds, obviously this is really strong. Not only for sniper, but also for heavy. Also sniper, you can stand on crates here. This can be really, really good. So don't be afraid to be aggressive in forward holds. That's how you really crush teams in King of the Hill. Yeah, we cap and that's great, but we need to hold the point. And the best way to do that is to actually be aggressive and deny them the space to even get towards the point or establish a hold in pocket. It'll just buy us time. As far as spy, get behind as soon as you can. Give us calls on where they're rotating. Tell us Uber percentages. And try to get in and make plays. Try to coordinate with our soldier. If our flank is winning and our soldier their flank is down, then our soldier's ready to coordinate with you as spy. So go for a stab on the med if they're building like in pocket or something, and then tell our soldier like do a countdown, and you guys can just get a guaranteed med pick or just like at least some kind of play going on.
Reminder of the spy spot on the sheet metal on cliff.
Yeah, here.
That's a sniper spot too, actually.
Yeah, there's here.
Stand on that edge.
This is pretty strong. But it does leave you kind of isolated. Like, can you heal beam through here? That's interesting. I think you can.
I can.
You could probably arrow.
We may as well test it, yeah. As far as medic, you obviously want to be very, very, very careful about your positioning on this map. Oh, sorry. Always be mindful of snipers and bombs. You need to be very paranoid. Yeah, so you can heal through this. As med, I want you defaulting to pocket, but I want you to be comfortable playing in other positions. For instance, there's kind of the more passive pocket hold where you're ready to get out or at this ad. You can play behind house or in house if you have people protecting you. Something we don't really do is use house as much, which I'd like us to do. You can play behind here. Yeah, behind house. On concrete, I'd never really want you to be playing here, but you can just hug this wall. You can play behind rock. When I played med on this map, I really liked this position because as long as you know where the sniper is, you're safe. And you're in a central location where you can heal everybody. You can hit arrows on people on point. And when we're doing a forward hold, you can stand here, although this is pretty scary. But you need to trust your team that they're going to protect you. If our pyro gets sniped, for instance, and you're playing medic and you're standing here, then you might want to run away and get back to pocket with your heavy. As medic, always be aware of the sniper. And it's up to us to tell our medic where the sniper is. If you die to the sniper, again, I don't care how salty you are, you better tell us where he is. As demo, assuming you're just playing around pocket and holding point kind of passively, don't peek the sniper. you can actually just spam stickies from here. If the sniper's dead and we've just capped, you can just put traps, like putting stickies in the most brain dead fashion like this it's better than not shooting them at all. Trapping this rock is solid. Trapping here is not bad either. You can even do this. That's not as good. You might be able to get spy spot in cubby on main is very popular decloak area. Yeah, here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if you said it, but
another cheeky spot for a heavy to play when we're doing a forward hold is here. Techno.
Okay.
This can be risky, but obviously it can be really strong. You can even jump up here, and you can get arrows.
Yeah, I drop mini there pretty often, red. Like
Yeah.
forward.
that's my spot, dude. It's broken.
Yeah,
I
this
use it all the time. I'll sometimes even hop up in Japan and throw it backwards in Japan, so they have to
I'd
turn
probably
around
use
to get
that
it.
spot more
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
catching up the flank.
I've seen minis in here be very, very effective. They're so distracting. But yeah, as demo, it's your job to make space for your team, but you need to not extend into snipers like I do. So just don't peek if the sniper's up, but just passively kind of spam. If the sniper's dead, then you need to be aggressive as demo. Don't get stabbed. Don't walk too far away from your combo, so you don't have protection and you're just an easy pick for a spy. You don't know how many times my combo's been holding here, and I just walk over here because I prefer the spam angle from here into pocket, which is natural. It's a really good angle, but then the spy just decloaks here and kills you because your pyro's over here and not behind you. Your pyro can only do so much. As soldier and as flank in general, you're going to be playing around concrete. You need to protect this, contest this, and hold this depending on what we're doing. If we don't have point, or if it's on mid, for example, kind of play around here. Be careful about coming through here because you can get spammed out. But just, contest concrete. As scout, I like jumping over this side and like peeking this corner a little bit. But yeah, it's a game of chicken. It's a game of baiting the other team into making a mistake and then capitalizing on it. But the main idea as flank is to not let their flank get through, because once they get through, we're fucked.
Yeah, my biggest thing, at least when I've played on this map, is whoever has to go back for the health pack first loses.
Yes.
And usually you wipe.
Yes. So kind of just don't be afraid as scout to just take shots from here on their soldier, and then dodge his rockets, because then that's one of the most annoying things you can do to a soldier is make him weak, and then he will just go back for the pack, and then you basically just that's one soldier who's not going to be bombing our med, so that's huge. As soldier, just be mindful of the splash. Shoot rockets like that explode right here is really solid because that denies anybody coming upstairs and people trying to hide over here. And just make the space on concrete. If you get any picks, just go behind, or even as soldier, like if their flank is down, you can come through here and just spam here, because that's where their team's going to be clumped up or in pocket, and that's some free damage that's going to make our push. That's going to make it easy for me to get kills. Go ahead, Fails.
I was gonna say, at least when I play, like, being a soldier, the scout isn't really the biggest issue when you're, like, on concrete. The big issue is, like, their soldier and then their fucking spy. Because spies like to just sometimes sit on concrete and spam you with the revolver.
Yeah. I know what you mean. In which case,
like, scouts will usually just run away because all they can do is just take splash damage. But, oh my god, the spy and soldier, they just fuck you.
yeah, in that case, just try to spam passively where you can, and it's okay to kind of back up, but just the main idea is, again, not letting their flank through. So if you do get overwhelmed, it is okay to jump back to the pack as long as you jump back here really quick. But yeah, whenever we don't have point or it's on mid, just always be pushing in here. You can always wait for your other flank member to come and help you. If you need help on the flank, like ask our NG to come with you.
Yeah.
Is probably okay.
When my buildings are up, I usually try and rotate over. I'll sometimes drop minis on like concrete here to help look down, but more often than not, if we don't have the point of really playing back, I just keep them in main.
Yeah. This spot right here
Yeah.
is really solid. When we do have point, I want our flank playing passive in general, but if we're doing a forward hold, you can obviously get in. I want our soldier on roof. It's brain dead as hell, but it's so solid, it's really stupid. You can get arrows from our med from pocket, and you can just easily spam people coming through connector, and you just have the high ground. It's just easy. Just be aware. Don't stand always at the edge, because a soldier coming in can actually just direct you and then juggle you pretty easily. But it's pretty funny. Like, you can react to their rocket with a jump, and then because they're always going to be shooting your feet, and then you can just like completely juke them. But yeah, in general, fails, you might want to experiment with running black box just full time. It can be really good on this map. I know it won't give you as much mobility, but camping, it makes our holds a lot more secure. When we're doing a forward hold, flank, you can just push into grass and hold grass. It can be fun for a scout to like hide here while the soldier baits people in. Alternatively, a scout, you can jump up there and just wait for people to come through. But your main job is going to be to watch this elbow. As scout and soldier, always don't be afraid to get behind. There's so many packs behind here that you can just jump between. But just be careful, because they're going to send people after you. Try to coordinate with spies as always to get bombs if you're behind. But that's how we're really going to crush teams, is when we're doing, like, if we have add and forward hold in the point. If we have our flank, like, not afraid to take space and not afraid to just like punish them. For instance, like, say their whole team's clumped up, we're doing a forward hold here, and their whole team's clumped up, getting ready to push through here. Then our flank can wrap around through like main, and we could potentially just wall them out or do a pinch. They're all looking forward at our demo and heavy on cliff, and then our flank just gets a med pick. Could be really solid. In general, our team needs to work on playing aggressive. Standard protocol for like when we have, okay, so say we have point, we were holding, but then our med dies or drops or something, or gets sniped, and we're at disad. Then we play passive behind pocket, and we just default to playing behind in valley here until our med spawns and can safely come out. We rebuild again. This is like our last line of defense, is this area. We don't want to give this up, because when they're forward holding, this is so powerful as a demo to just trap this door and you just destroy people coming through. As medic, I want you, when we're at disad, to be playing especially passive and tell us that you're doing so. Just like stand back here, and as soon as you see a bomb or any kind of play, always be looking around for spies, then just back up. You can always just come back to this pack. You can run back to spawn if needed. Just be really safe as medic. Pyro, you can be pretty flexible on this map, but in general, I need you glued to our medic. Deny bombers, kill spies. When their sniper or spy, or well, not sniper necessarily, but when their spy and soldier are dead, then it really frees you up as pyro, so you can play more aggressive. Kind of an aggro pyro can actually be really good on this map, because you can really punish people as they clump up. A lot of teams like to clump up with dispenser behind rock or in pocket. So actually pyro Ubers can be really good. Whenever we're defending the point, which means, to be specific, that we have the point, and they are going to Uber into us, our defensive Uber should always be on our pyro and maybe demo. You can just air blast them off. It doesn't matter if we get picks. We've wasted their Uber and we've denied them the space. But then after the Uber exchange, we need people ready to commit. It's really kind of up to our demo to establish the space, and then up to the rest of the team to follow up. So don't bait your demo man. Like, for everyone on the team, try to be aware of where your demo's at. If he's playing like an idiot like I do and he's overextending, then he's just gonna die, and that's fine. But if he's playing kind of safely, trying to push the point, like if you're playing heavy and you see your demo doing this, then just like push up with him, you know, come into dog bread. That support is what really will intimidate the enemy team and force them to react. I think that about covers it. I probably missed something very important. I'm going to open it up to questions now.
Well, I'll just throw out 2 building placements so you can know where to expect another piece.
That's true. You reminded me that I didn't go over NG at all.
I can just tell you though, because I feel pretty like.
Go ahead.
Spencer goes in pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Way safer than behind rock, in my personal opinion.
Definitely.
And it's easy just to throw up, and then like teams will just miss it when they're walking around. So it's pretty much always going to be in pocket, unless it's just continually getting spammed out. In which case, like I'll sometimes put it like the lower port of cliff or behind house, just to kind of like put it there so that we have something while we're waiting. And once we get ground, I'll try and move it forward. The only tele exit spots I use are inside house.
Like here?
Yeah, like right there. And on cliff. Like on the back part of cliff.
Yeah.
Yeah, like looking up.
Over here?
Yeah, like right there. Like right in that direction too. So generally they're pretty safe unless you're like a medic.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. I already mentioned sentry guns.
Yeah, as far as gun spots go, like I think this spot is the go-to. When we're being aggressive, you can be creative. I've seen like
there
here.
Throw them out next to crates. Throw the
Japan.
Throw them in their main on their concrete.
Here.
I'll occasionally throw it on our China or our cliff.
You could do it
if I'm rolling out that way.
You could do a onto concrete and you wrangle it to pressure out like people on cliff.
Well, yeah, I've thrown it on concrete, and if you throw it like right, you can put it right there, and you can look both down connector and onto cliff, so you can shoot at the sniper and you can shoot at people coming down connector.
I like that. I definitely do. But at the same time, I don't like that. I mean, even if you're using Wrangler, like in order to pester the sniper, you have to peek him. So it is risky, but I guess it's good to pressure the sniper where we can. But anyway, I think that about does it. So I don't want to keep these as long as they've been. Thanks for watching.